Hello, welcome to Old New England Houses. My name is Andrew. Thank you so much for taking time to watch the video today. Got a house here. This house is unlike any other house. It is truly one of a kind, at least nowadays. Back when it was built in 1636, it wasn't one of a kind, I'm sure. But certainly nearly 400 years later, this house is a historical treasure, and I can't wait to share it with you. Before we move on, I want to encourage everyone to hit that like button, hit subscribe button, notification bell. I post new houses every Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Jumping in, this house is located in Dedham, Massachusetts. Like I said, built in the year 1636, makes the house 389 years old. I don't have the number of beds, baths, square feet, and acres, and all that that the house currently sits on. But what I do have is a link to this house's website, which is down below in the description. This house is open for tours if you're interested in actually taking a tour. The name of this house is the Fairbanks House. And if you're interested and you're in the Dedham, Mass area, feel free to take a tour. Link in the description to this video if you're interested, if you want some more information. Okay, so jumping into the inside of this house. I mean, this house, it doesn't look like it's been touched or renovated at all since maybe the late 18th century. I mean, just the pictures that I have are absolutely incredible. It doesn't look like the house has barely been touched at all over the years. So the fact that it's in such excellent condition too, given its age, it's just really remarkable. So the individuals responsible for maintaining this house are doing a fantastic job. But you're coming in here, you can see the very, very low ceilings. It's not that way throughout the entire house, but some of this house, very low ceilings. But it's going to be exposed wood all the way through, plenty of fireplaces. I mean, it's just gorgeous. Let me see here. We're going to come into the next room. Again, you're looking at all the exposed wood. Got some nice decor here on the shelves, but truly it's like stepping back in time. It really is. You can't get any more 17th century or even 18th century than this house, because not the whole house was built in 1636. You can tell there was some additions to the house, and we have some more exterior shots at the end of the video, so it's easily you can tell which parts of the house were additions. But this is an excellent picture right here. I love what little decor they do have in this house. It's not a lot. It's very minimalist what they have in the house here on display for the museum, you can say. But what they do have, I think, is great. They've done a great job sourcing all the decor that they have in this home. Love the fireplace over here. It looks so worn and so beat up, but perfect. Perfect. Same room, just different angle. And just a little closer up shot of that same fireplace. You can see how the brick aren't level right here. I just noticed that right now. Some are sinking in a little bit. I would imagine some are just sinking in. None of them are pushed up, is my guess. But you know, it's almost 400 years old. So what are you gonna do? And another fireplace in the home. It's more of a kind of a living room kind of a space, sort of. I don't know if they would have called it that back then in 1636. Or even in the 1700s or 1800s, but that's just the vibe that I get now. And coming to another space here, very similar to that first room that we walked into, but it looks like I don't know if there's some work going on at the moment when this picture was taken. You get the wall kind of opened up a little bit right here, but you can see this beam right here has got some new wood, a new piece of wood right there. Again, 389 years old. What are you going to do? Things are going to wear down. So I'm just very thankful they're able to maintain the house the way it has been maintained, and it's withstood the test of time so far. So it's so great to see it still here. And you get the next room. We just basically went straight ahead. All right, now moving on here. I think this is called a spindle. Comment down below. I could be way off on that. I'm not an expert on that, but comment down below if I'm wrong on what this piece is right here. But I know this would have been extremely common way back when, 16, 17, probably even going up to maybe the mid 1800s. Industrial Revolution probably would have stamped these out, because I know this was meant for like fabric and yarn, like making clothes, things like that. Again, don't quote me on that. Comment down below and let me know if I'm wrong. But I imagine the Industrial Revolution would have made these pretty much obsolete and really not needed, because clothes, fabrics and things like that would have been mass produced. So But again, let me know if I'm wrong. Next room, this is not the best picture, but I definitely wanted to include it too. Even though the lighting is not so great, but you can really see some awesome features here in the house. It's the character and charm you see right here. How it's just nothing's perfect really in this house. So much of this house has just been worn down and beat up. You can see, and it's totally understandable. And I just think that adds so much to the house. I wouldn't want to see it in pristine, perfect. I would say renovated condition. I want it to look its age. And coming to the outside of the house. So this is one of the examples here. So you can tell with these different roof lines right here. You got the center of the house right here, and you got to the two ends with the different roof lines. I mean, it's pretty obvious that these two sections on either end of the house were additions at some point to the home. I'm not sure when they were added on. If you go on a tour, you probably find out when. When you got there, of course, when the original house was built, 1636, but when these additions were put on, I'm sure you can probably find out during the tour. And another shot of the house right here. Looks like the neighbors are incredibly close. But I love the way this roof line looks right here, and it almost looks like it's sagging in right here. The roof line, the edge of the roof is not that straight. It looks like it's sagging down in. Again, it's just, I'm assuming it wasn't built that way. Maybe it's just kind of, it's just showing its age, All right, and that's all I have. I know it's a very short video. I do apologize. I didn't have very many pictures of this house, but I still wanted to show it to you because it's just like I said, a historical treasure, like I said earlier. So I think it's a beautiful home. Again, if you would like to visit the house, it's a Fairbanks House in Massachusetts, Dedham, Massachusetts. Link will be in the description of this video if you want to get some more information about taking the tours. So again, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, hit subscribe button, notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.